Hi everyone, Justine here. Thanks so much for joining me today. So I'm doing a show and tell Sunday video. For those of you who are new or haven't seen one of these before, because I haven't done one for a while, basically it's just a chance for me to sit down, have a chat, show you some things that I'm excited to show you, and tell you about a few things that I think you should know about, and just generally have a catch up really. So yeah, it's not a weekly thing, it's just a once in a while if I have something to say. I think Sunday is a good day because it's, you know, relaxing day, and it's just a sort of relaxing chatty type video really. So I've got a few things to talk about today, and a few things to show you as well, so I figured now was a good chance to do this type of video. So just as a reminder, as you've seen, I've been hosting a challenge this month for the Tatty Treasure and Friends Facebook group. My last video for that is going out tomorrow. That's the last day of the month. And if you're getting involved with the challenge, the prize draw is open until February 5th. So there's still plenty of time to get involved with the challenge if you are crafting along with it and all of that. If this is the first video you're watching, hello. The challenge was to finish up some of our projects. Now I didn't finish as much as I was hoping to, but I do think it's important for us to look back on what we've done. So I'm just going to hit pause because I'm going to get out what it is that I have worked on this month, because I'm sort of ending the month thinking, oh, did I not get as much done as I had hoped? But I think actually looking back on them, it might give me a little bit of a boost to say, well, actually, you probably did get enough finished. So, 2 secs. Well, I clearly was being far too hard on myself, because when you start actually getting the things out on the desk in front of you, I think because it's split down week on week, it can seem a little bit like, oh, have you really got, that much done? But, I don't think I should be so hard on myself, really. I mean, there's a few things that still need a bit of finishing off. But just to recap, so the very first week, I made these. And this was a project I'd set out to do last year. And I finally got around to doing them. So this one is the specimen journal card. And then this one is a pocket and a journal card kind of in one. So yeah, I remember I really enjoyed making those. So that was that one. And then I did a bonus video, didn't I, where I tried to show you making these altered CD sleeves with, I used all of the inks and stuff. And yeah, I'm really happy with them. They just need a little bit of finishing off on the back. But equally, I think I decided in the end, I'm probably not going to have them, or at least this one isn't going to be a flip. It will just be stuck down into my Flower Fairies journal, which is coming in the spring kind of months. So yeah, I'm looking at them now. I'm thinking, yeah, I'm really happy with those real pressed sleeves in the windows there. I made this, and I did actually try to record it on video. So in a tutorial last summer, I made these book page pockets with these little, they're kind of pointy, and they're sort of almost like 4 or 5 pockets in one, because the whole thing can be a pocket, and then you get a pocket here, here, one here, and then a tiny little tuck space just in the front, just there. And yeah, I recorded embellishing this on video, but oh my gosh, the video ended up being something like 40 minutes long just to embellish it. So in the end, I decided not to share the video, and I did something else instead. But that was a finished item that I got around to doing, so I just thought I would show you. That's obviously for my Flower Fairies journal as well. What else? Oh yeah, the recipe journals. How could we possibly forget about those? So I've done a little bit more work since the videos, but I still have a bit more to do, as you can see from my little checklist. But to be honest, I was just really happy with the fact that I got them from placemat to usable, workable journals. Like they're, I can write in them and I can use them. It's just a case of wanting to do some embellishments and some more ephemera for them, really. But you can see the difference in size, where I've been working quite a bit on the baking one. chunked out quite a bit, huh? But you know, they feel really, really good in hand. But yeah, there's a few things that I need to do for those yet. You know, pockets and gessoing pages and stenciling and adding a bit of collage to the envelopes, that kind of thing. But yeah, I was just happy that I could get them into usable state, because this was a project that I'd been putting off for a long, long time. So yeah, I was actually really chuffed with getting that done. And the challenge just gave me that, you know, that kick up the bum, as I explained last week, to actually do it. This was another thing. You saw the video for this the other day. This was from making my winter journal, my other one, the Shades of Winter journal. I had this piece of felt that I'd sort of started, and then I wanted to be in a position where I could say that this month I finished the cover. And that's what I'm going to be working on, as you can see. I still need to sort that through, but I'm going to be working on that later today. Yeah, and then when we next work on this, it will be a bound-in journal. Now, quite a few of you actually really, really liked seeing this one. There's that. There's that prettiness again. Quite a few of you enjoyed seeing this. So, and I wasn't sure how it would go down, being quite lacy and pink and all the rest of it. But, you know, I had some wonderful, wonderful feedback. So I will be doing a little bit more of this on camera here and there. I would like to try and get it finished by Valentine's Day, because obviously with it being kind of a romantic type of thing, I think that would be really, really nice to get done. What else? So that was all the things that you've seen on video, or I tried to show you on video this month. So that's those. Let me just pop those out of the way. And then a little sneak peek is going to be really quick. So are you ready? These are some things that you'll be seeing tomorrow. That's all you're getting. You have to watch the video tomorrow, but I finally cut up my very first two collage masterboards that I'd ever created. So that's that. And then I wanted to share this as well, inspired by Tanya's finishing the unfinished. In her week one, she finished off her Edith Holden tag book. And you know what? I'm so glad she did, because I was watching these videos over the summer, and I remember saying to myself, oh, that would be a really great project for the new year. I must do that in January. I completely forgot. I have set up a playlist now for, like a private playlist for myself, which is called To Make, where I'm actually showing, putting the videos in there that I want to make eventually, because otherwise I just forget. But yeah, she showed it, and I was like, yes, of course. So I went ahead that same week, and I made my own. And the idea is that you can just hang it up in your office. Tanya made hers into tags that she could write in. I've just made mine as a decorative piece, just to remind me of the month, and so that I can look at Edith Holden every single day. So I'll have that hanging up. Once I find a right place for it, I think I need to put a hook in the wall, because I don't have anywhere for it to go. So yeah, that's that one. Just thought I would show you that as well, whilst we're doing that kind of stuff. So yeah. Wonderful challenge. I've had an absolute blast, and it's been so great to see lots of lovely crafty people get involved with the challenge and stuff, finish off some of their projects. So awesome. Of course, speaking of challenges, we should probably think about February, which is speeding up on us very quickly. How on earth did that happen? So February's challenge, I won't be hosting it, but I will be putting up weekly videos to support it. Denise from Denise Junk Journals UK, she's also an admin in the Facebook group. She will be running with next month's challenge, hosting it. And I think we're calling it Get It Out and Dust It Off. And the premise of it is to get out our tools and supplies that we've been, that have been collecting dust, that have lain forgotten about, that we haven't been using, and to actually, do something with them, use them in a project. So believe it or not, one of the first things that I want to get out is my scrap box. I did some organisation, I don't know, a few weeks ago, and I tried to organise my scraps, so that they were, you know, easier to get to, and that I could, you know, I had like folders for music sheets and folders for like scraps of it and folders for tissue paper scraps and stuff like that. And while that went okay, I put off emptying my scrapbox, and I've been adding to the scrapbox because I'm really lazy, and it was just easy enough just to shove it in there, and, you know, but then I wasn't getting out anything from the scrapbox, which is not good. So I think that will probably really should be one of my first projects. There's a couple of scrap busting things where I actually get the scrap box out and don't add to it, but actually take things out and use them. So yeah, I'll be doing that, and then I'll be doing some stuff with embossing, my embossing machine, because I use it for the die cut side of thing, but I haven't really used it for the embossing side of thing as much. So, you know, my lovely husband bought me a load of embossing folders for my birthday last year, and I've sort of naughtily, don't tell him, I've barely used them, just because I've had, you know, lots of other things to do. But yeah, I want to do stuff like that. So yeah, if you've got tools, supplies, stamps, really anything, paints that you've been, you know, you haven't been using, then hopefully February will be the month that you get those out. Right, what else do I have to talk to you about? Oh, video frequency. So I put out a poll, was it towards the beginning of January? I left it open for a couple of weeks, and the running consensus seemed to be that you were after 2 to 3 videos a week from me, which, by the way, thank you to all of you who commented or voted in the poll, because it really, really did help me with my planning. At the beginning of the month, I had a lot of videos pre-filmed, mainly for the Shades of Winter journal. And I started plotting everything in, and of course I had the challenge running, so I started plotting everything into January, and it was looking very, very full, and I just thought, is it worth me doing this if people can't watch as many videos as that? You know, really, I'm doing this for you guys. I mean, I love showing up here, and I love showing, you know, what I'm making, and I really enjoy it. But at the end of the day, I want to be sharing videos with you that you're enjoying watching and getting, you know, value from, even if it's just you're crafting away whilst I'm nattering on, that kind of thing. So I really wanted to get your input into how often you wanted me to pop up. Some of you wanted less frequent than that. Some of you wanted more frequent than that. So what I'm running with, and you probably have noticed this in the last couple of weeks really, is that I'm going with about 3 videos per week, which works for me, because at the end of the day I do want to be showing up here more often than I was, and that sort of is in line with the consensus, which is you wanted 2 to 3 videos. Some weeks there may be 4 videos, but that's just because sometimes you know, things crop up along the way that I'm not expecting to have to do videos on. So sometimes it's a partnership type video, which I'll speak about in a minute. You know, so that's when companies get in touch with me and they want to work with me. And so of course I have to, you know, produce videos for that type of thing. And that's, you know, that's ad hoc, isn't it? So sometimes there might be 4 videos in a week for that reason. And other times I'm watching something on YouTube, or I'm just having a shower and I just suddenly think about something that I want to get on and do. And I'm really impatient. So sometimes I'll just put a video out there because I don't want to wait to share it with you. You know, sometimes I'm not necessarily even ready, but I just think I really want to show them this because I think it's gorgeous and I really want to show it to them. And so sometimes, you know, ad hoc videos like that will just suddenly pop up out of nowhere really. But what I'm going to do is, yeah, no more than 4 videos a week is really what I'm going to be running to. So yeah, I'm going for 3. Occasionally there might be 4 videos, and I hope that we can, you know, that will work out for you guys as well as me. I'm sure it will, but I will revisit in a couple of months. I just want to see how that goes for us both, you know, for me and you. And yeah, if at any point you don't think it's working for you, I do hope you'll let me know, because at the end of the day I'm running off of your feedback. But I might put up another poll in, you know, a few months and just sort of see, you know, see where we're at really. But for now, that's what we're going to be running with. So I hope you're all right with that. I have a list. Sorry, I'm just checking my list to make sure I don't forget anything important. Because yeah, you know me, I just start nattering on, and then before I realise it. I'm like, oh, I should have told them this. Oh, I should have told them that. And I always remember like after the video. So we've talked about the challenges. We've talked about how often videos are going up. I've given you an update on the recipe journals. So the next thing that I would like to do, and I always like to do in these videos, is share hauls. So if I've bought something from Etsy, or if I've got a partnership coming up, then I like to let you know about it. Excuse me. So the first thing is, this comes from CameliaCraftsDesigns, and I believe her name's Julie. She's on YouTube. I'm sure you know plenty of you have heard of her. But she sells eyelash trim. So I just wanted to give you a little peek at what trims I went for. And the order, she included this this altered paper clip with a little butterfly charm, which I thought was a really nice touch, and that will definitely be used in something. So we have a gold spotty paper bag. Always love getting these. So here we go. These are the trims that I went with. Pretty, love them. I'm very new to eyelash trim, but I've seen more and more people using it, and yeah, just it's so soft. Anyway, so I wanted to share with you the colours that I got, because I really struggled with choosing colours. I wanted them for specific-ish projects, but I actually really struggled because obviously, you're looking at photos on the computer and you're like, does it look like, you're not sure. And I'm very new to eyelash trim, so I just thought I would share with you the colours that I got. So this one is the rose pink, and from Julie you get 5 meters on each spool, and yeah, it comes on this really cute die-cutted spool. And it has like a mini one. I just think those are so cute. Anyway, this is rose pink, and I'm hoping that I can get this to kind of go with this journal. I think I'll just about manage it. It's a little bit on the purple side. I maybe should have gone with baby pink, but once you get it off, just on its own, I think that will work well. So I'm hoping so anyway. So that was the rose pink. Sorry, I'm being super neat freak and wanting to put this on. There we go. And then this one is cream sparkle. So I didn't go with stark white because I kind of wanted it to be used for other stuff as well. So this is cream sparkle. It's got a slight shimmer to it, which might not be picking up on camera, but it does. And so I'm hoping that those two will go well with the Winter Rose journal. And then I can also use this one in the Shades of Winter journal. So I can now go on and finish this. I am filming before Sunday, so if that sounds weird to you because you've probably already seen the flip through, who knows, then yeah, I'm filming it a few days ahead. And then I went with, I wanted a gold kind of colour, but for Christmas, whilst I was there, I thought I might as well buy a whole heap of them for Christmas, but also I had in my head using it for, in between projects and maybe woodlands and stuff like that, and there were lots of different golds. I went for gold ingot. I will link these products in the description box below, and I'm so glad I went with this one because it's kind of like a muted gold. It's got flecks of white and silver and cream in there, so that it tones down the gold quite considerably. But isn't that beautiful? As I say, it's very muted in the flesh, so you get the flecks of gold, but it's not in your face, which I really like. So that will be able to be used then in all kinds of projects, not just Christmas. So that was those purchases. And I've got a partnership coming up with Beebeecraft, and I just thought I would show you what's come. And also there is a discount code that I'll be able to share with you as well. So excuse the rustling again. Oh, that's an empty bag. What have I done with that? That's why. Excuse me. I nabbed the iridescent beads. Tell you what, let me get all of the plastic out of the way, and then we can see what we've got. Excuse the rustling. Okay, here we go. So that came from in here. That's that ad hoc video. I'm not prepared at all. I tried to be prepared, but you know, these things happen. Anyway, so yeah, I got these iridescent beads. So this comes from Beebeecraft. So I've got these iridescent beads, which you saw me pull out for the Winter Rose journal, because I want to use them on there, and they're really, really pretty. They're a nice dinky small size, and they're iridescent, so they have a lot of sparkle going on, which is really pretty. All of these products will be linked below, in case you want to check them out in more detail. In this bag I've got some, I think these were called Crackle glass beads, and these are really, really pretty. There's 100 in there, all different colours. So I'll just get out a few of the colours to show you. Oops. There we go. So that's just a few of the colours. They have a slight sparkle to them. Hopefully the light is picking that up. And they're also two-toned. So this one, for example, is both blue and lilac at the same time. Hopefully you can see that. And then we've got green and white, or like black and silver. And then this one is like a bright pink and also like a raspberry at the same time. So those are really, really pretty. I will tell you my plans for these in a moment. Now here I've got, I wonder if I could open this. I ordered some pins. So, you know, it worked similar to other partnerships where they let me pick out the products that I wanted to use. And I had a particular project in mind, which I'll talk to you about in a second. Let's just get that off. There we go. So these are pins. You usually use them for jewellery making, but they had lots of different types. So there's ones here with loops at the top, ones with flat head at the top, ones with balls at the top, and I think they came in a range of different sizes as well. So there's absolutely loads in there. I can't remember exactly how many it was. It just says one box. So there's quite a lot in there. I want to say there was a good few hundred, if not something like 1,000. It was a lot. So those are those. I also got these beads, which I won't get out because it'll be a long process, but they're like Hawaiian flowers. All different colours. I've got blue, red, pink, purple, green, even black is in there. And I just thought that, and white, I thought that would be a really nice thing to include in my journal. When I sell a journal, I want to maybe create like a dangle or something just as an extra. Much like Julie added the altered paperclip, I kind of thought this might be a nice thing for anything handmade people are buying from me. I could include one of those just because it kind of goes with my logo and my brand name. And for those of you who are with me a lot, you will know how excited I am by these. I'm just going to move those out of the way because they are reflecting a bit. I have finally got my own set of tools. I'm so excited. No, I no longer have to raid my husband's cupboards to steal his pliers. So this is a set of 3 in pink, which is I'm very happy about, as you can probably guess. So different tools for different things. So I've got one for cutting, one for like bending or curling, and one for holding, I think, or just generally, you know, helping you to guide it. Yeah, kind of explains on the back. So I'm super excited by those. So of course, what am I going to be doing with all these bits and bobs? Well, partly for my winter journal with these iridescent beads, but the biggest thing that I wanted to make is going to be some glue bottle stoppers. Now these pins are stainless steel, so what I'm going to do after this video, now that I've shown you them, is I'm going to put one into my glue so that I can check you know, how good it is with not rusting and stuff. And then in a couple of weeks, if it, you know, if all goes to plan, as I expect it should, then I'll show you how I'm going to make some glue stopper pins. Pretty ones with lots of beads and dangles and chain and all that kind of thing. So that's what I'm planning for that. So this was from Beebeecraft. As I say, they kindly sent those products to me for me to try them out and show you them and let you know how I get on. And they've shared a discount code that you can use, which is Mahalo5 with a capital M. This will be in the description box below, along with links to the products on their website, in case you want to use that. If memory serves, it's $5 off over $40, but I will make sure all of that's in the description box so you know what's going on there. And one of the reasons I want to mention it is because you might have seen I've had a video recently for a Crossbuyer haul as well, where I was playing around with some wax seals. Now I appreciate, you know, it's not always nice to see these types of partnership videos, but the reason that, you know, I want to mention it is because I don't take on every partnership that comes my way. I only take them on when I think there's genuine value there for both me using the products and also for you sharing what it is that I have got or what I'm going to do with them. But, you know, I appreciate, you know, sometimes it's not so nice to hear, oh, this was sponsored by, or to see that somebody's been gifting these products. But I hope you understand that, you know, yes, it helps me in the terms of getting these items, and, you know, craft supplies can be a little bit expensive. So it's, you know, it's useful to me to have things that I will genuinely use. But also I want to make sure that, you know, I'm also doing it for you in the sense of I'm making sure that I'm only taking on stuff where I can genuinely show you something useful that you will get value from. So I just hope that you know that. With Beebeecraft, I should mention they have a YouTube sort of like program where if you've got over 100 subscribers on YouTube, you can actually get in touch with them and speak to them about a partnership. So if you've got over 100 subscribers, if you upload regularly, I think was what they look for, and you know, they'll check how your engagement is and stuff, but mainly the 100 subscriber thing. Do get in touch with them. I've linked some information down below because again, some of you with YouTube channels might find that helpful to know about. What else shall we talk about? I think I've told you most things. The Shades of Winter journal, as you've seen, I've got the eyelash trim now, so I can go ahead and finish that for this week. It has already been reserved, so that, you know, a lovely lady got in touch with me whilst I was making it to ask if it was for sale. And so yeah, it's already reserved and will be going off to her, you know, if all goes well. Just on that note, if I am ever making anything and you like the look of it and you want to, you just want to let me know that you're interested, then please do. You know, I set my prices based on how much work goes into them. I don't have like a fixed, I don't really have a fixed price at this point. I just sort of, you know, I assess how much work's gone into them, how has it turned out, and I sort of go off of it based on that. But, you know, I'm more than happy for you to get in touch with me and just say, hey, I'm interested, could you just keep me posted? Especially if I'm in the midst of making it. I don't want to take anyone's money whilst I'm working on it. You know, I don't feel comfortable with that myself. But yeah, I'm more than happy if you do that. If you see something, just message me. I'm going to make sure that I put my email address in the description boxes from now on. Or you can message me on Etsy, it's up to you. But just, yeah, let me know that you're interested, or just ask a question about it. And then in the back of my mind then, I know, oh, I've got to keep so-and-so updated with how I'm getting on and when I might have it finished and that kind of thing. So I just wanted to mention that. 1,000 subscribers. So I can't believe we're even having this conversation at this point. I really can't. But I am getting closer to my next milestone, which is, you know, as I'm sure you probably guessed, is 1,000 subscribers. And yeah, we're not I mean, it's still a way to go. I don't want to get ahead of myself. It is still a way to go. But you know, my channel is growing every day, so I want to start at least having a think about what I'm going to do for it. And I really just wanted to give you an update. For those of you who watch me regularly, you know, I want to make sure you know what I'm planning so that you can keep an eye out for what's coming up, because, you know, more than anything, I want you to benefit. You know, those of you who are with me here, every time I post a video, you comment, you like, just know that I know that you're there, and I really, really appreciate you popping up. You know, I really do. So, yeah, just as a pre-warning, I guess, a pre-heads up, I am going to be doing a 1,000 subscriber giveaway. I don't know at this point if I'm going to make it like a... I'm umming and ahhing about whether to make it like widely known, or, you know, give away in the title, or whether just to keep it between, you know, mention it through videos. I'm not sure at this point. I'm mentioning it now, and I'm not going to put giveaway in this video or anything, because I just want those of you who have been here supporting me, encouraging me and everything, I want you to know about it first. When it comes to the actual giveaway, I don't know if I'll make it like all fancy pants and giveaway in the title and that kind of stuff, because I had noticed in previous giveaways people do pop up just for the giveaway and then you never really hear from them again, and something doesn't really sit right with me about that. And especially because for 1,000 subscribers, given how big of a milestone it is, I really do think I should do something extra special for it. I don't know what yet. As I say, I'm literally only just thinking about it now. But I'm wondering whether it should be something bigger. I'm being a bit vague, aren't I? Yes, I'm probably going to make a journal for it, because I think it's only fair, you know. So many of you have supported me, and yeah, I just want to know you to know, really, you are so, so appreciated by me. So that's kind of where I'm thinking, but in terms of what it's going to look like or anything, I have no idea. Because of course we're not there yet. We have got a way to go. But I just wanted you to know that that's kind of what I'm thinking about, really. Just on that, I mean, I always like to end my videos with some kind of positive message, I guess, or I try to. Sometimes I'm just thinking, oh gosh, turn off the camera, run away now, and just say thanks, bye. But yeah, I do like to have it in my head that I should part you with something nice to take away for the day, I suppose, because that's what I'm about. I want these videos to be, you know, inspiring and uplifting and upbeat and positive. Because that's who I am. You know, some days are trickier than others, I'm not gonna lie, but I always try to find the silver lining, and I always try to give myself something to smile about. Even on those days where all sorts is going on and nothing you're making is going to plan, and you've read the news and the news is depressing and all of this stuff. Is there some good in some day that you can take away from? And if that day is just hearing me nabber on. Nabber? That's not a word. I think I tried to say natter and jabber at the same time just then. So yes, I'll nabber away. For some of you, that is, you know, my videos is a part of your good of the week, I suppose. Yeah, not to be, gosh, not to be big-headed at all, because that is not me. I'm really not. Honestly, I'm so humbled by all of the encouragement and support and kindness that I've seen in this community, and from all of you watching and commenting and messaging me on Instagram, messaging me on Etsy and leaving feedback and all the rest of it. It's, yeah, I'm very, very humbled by that. But I do know, because you've told me, that there are some of you out there who do watch my videos as part of your, you know, you watch every single video, and it's not just to see what I craft, but also just to hear me talk, and you know, I suppose it is like turning up with a friend. I've got it with people that I watch regularly, where I really miss their videos when they're not there. Or, you know, I sit down with my cup of tea, and really I just listen to that. Like, sometimes I'm not even really that bothered about what they're crafting, because although it's pretty and it's great and I really want to see it, I don't have necessarily the intention to make that thing that they're doing. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But really it's to hear their voice and just to see their familiar hands. And And it's just, yeah, it's kind of that, isn't that funny? I hope that doesn't come across as like stalkerish, but it's just, yeah, I get it. With, yeah, people I watch, as I say, I feel like I'm sitting down to a cup of tea with a friend who I've never met, but whose voice is comforting and is, yeah, it's like meeting up with an old friend, I suppose. So yeah, where was I going with that? Where I was going, so I just really want to say thank you. I think that's what I'm trying to say, is I've had such an outpouring of love and support from so many of you that I'm so humbled by it, and I'm so surprised when it happens. You know, sometimes I get a tear in my eye. Even just now, I'm starting to choke up a little bit because I'm just thinking about all the lovely, lovely support and encouragement that I've seen is just fantastic. And all of you who let people know when you like something that they've made, whether it's someone you watch on YouTube or it's something you've seen on Instagram or something you've seen on Facebook or even Pinterest, if you letting them know about it, it's a like, it's a comment, it's a sharing the video, whatever it is. I hope you know you are actually completely making someone's day. I know some of you think that if you see a YouTube channel that has hundreds and hundreds of comments, then you think, oh, what good is mine going to add? Or you sort of think, oh, they don't need to hear from me, or oh gosh, they've got so many comments to reply back to, I better not add to that load. If you think anything like that, then I want you to know you are so appreciated by that person, because that person sharing their work publicly, whether it be in a Facebook group or whether it be on their own personal Facebook page or in their Instagram or a YouTube channel, whatever it is, wherever they're sharing it, that person is putting themselves out there to say, hey, look what I made. Hopefully you like it. And even just one reply back or one like or one reaction, one of something, just tells them, hey, what you made was worth it, and you know, you're happy with it, I love it. And just letting them know that really, really makes their day. So for me, I just want to say thank you so much, because you know, those of you who do, you know, you pop up in the comments or you message me and you leave those likes, just know I see them all. Obviously I reply back to everything. I'm not, you know, even if my channel grows, and I don't expect it to be this mammoth channel, I'm not expecting that at all. But if, you know, if it does grow beyond this point, and sure, I hope it will, but I will always make time to reply back to you. That is the biggest thing that I think I can do. I might be so busy, but I'm never going to be too busy to reply back to you. And I hope you know that, because that's important to me. You know, I've left comments on YouTube channels, and I've sort of wondered whether they've even read them sometimes. And it's a silly thing. It's probably me just being a bit petty and thinking, did they even read that? You know, because I've taken the time to comment. But for those channels who, that, you know, they reply back to everything, and I make sure that I do, even if it's the next day, I always will reply back to you. Unless, of course, you know, there's, yeah, on your first comment, sometimes I don't see replies, which is a bit tricky with YouTube, but certainly your first comment, I will always read it, see it, reply. But yeah, that is important to me, because I want you to know that you are seen, you're heard, and you're like my friends. And I know that sounds silly, because, you know, there's a whole heap of you out there that I have no idea who you are. You know, I've never met you. I just know the odd name here and there. But yeah, it's like chatting to my friends, and I hope you know that that's how I see it. So yeah, me replying back to you is my way of saying, hey, like, I really appreciate you popping up here, and I want to make sure that you know I've got time for you, because I always do. My goodness, I'm getting a little bit soppy now, aren't I? I think it's just, yeah, this whole thing has just been, you know, mind-blowing for me. It really has. You know, I'm getting a bit emotional now, so I should probably stop talking. Yeah, I just want you to know how much I really appreciate you being there. I really do. Because, yeah, I've absolutely loved discovering all of this junk journal stuff, and I've had an absolute blast just sharing with you ideas and just sharing what I've made and all of that. And the fact that so many of you take the time to watch, comment, and you know, I know there's a heap of you out there who watch every single video, and yeah, you're just amazing. And you really make my day every time I see it. So yes, thank you, basically. So yes, really do keep your eyes peeled for that giveaway, because I do want to make it a super special one. I just have to put my thinking cap on a little bit of what I could make that you'd like to receive. So yeah, I'll have to think about that one. But yeah, as I say, I don't know when it will be. It'll be when I hit the 1,000 subscribers. But I'm hoping maybe in the spring or something like that, we might be in that position. Right, I think I should probably leave it there before I start joking up more. I was supposed to end this video on a really positive note, and I hope you know that despite my teary eyes, it is so positive because, yeah, I just, well, they say, you know, you cry with happiness or whatever, don't you? So, goodness. So yeah, just thanks so much, and you know, I'll see you on the next video. It will be tomorrow because that will be the last January challenge video. And yeah, we'll take it from there as to what will be next. Yeah, I should leave you now, shouldn't I? I could just talk for hours, but you already know that. So anyway, as always, thanks so much. And I'll see you on the next video. As I say, that the products that I've shown you today, they will be linked below, just so you can have a look at them if you're interested. And of course, there's that coupon code from Beebeecraft. All right, thank you everyone, really appreciate you there, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye for now.